Your court television news starting now.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a breaking news update with your host, NJCourts. I'm just going to get right to it this afternoon. I am going to just give it a couple of minutes. That way the notification has some time to go out, and we let everybody have some time to kind of gather. That way I'm not repeating myself too many times. But in the meantime, I want to say big thank you, first off, to Darlene Valenzuela. Darlene, thank you for starting us off with that $5 super sticker. I actually had a chance to see it, I think, when you had first sent it over. But for those that didn't get a chance to see it, there you go. And a big thank you. Oh, man, I was supposed to catch it in the air and look all fancy. This gavel slam goes out to you, my friend, and you guys know what to do in the chat. Spam them gavels if you got them. Let's get this breaking news updated started the right way. Darlene Valenzuela, thank you again so much for your continued support, my friend. This gavel slam goes out to you. All right, before I forget where it went, let me grab that gavel head really quick. I also want to say, just because from yesterday's kind of little fun Cinco de Mayo IRL stream. Again, thank you for everybody that joined me yesterday afternoon. I don't know if at the end, before I got cut off, my phone died because of the got too hot, it overheated. I don't know if I had a chance or if the individual was in chat. Maybe they're not here, maybe they are. But I wanted to say a big thank you and shout out to a donation that we had gotten just at the very end of yesterday's stream. And that shout out and donation, big thank you goes out to 7-Eleven Manager. Thank you again so much for that donation, and thank you for your continued support. I didn't have my gavel with me yesterday, but now I do. So, 7-Eleven Manager, again, thank you for that donation. This gavel slam goes out to you, my friend. Oh, man, I lost everything there. You know what to do in chat. Just keep spamming them gavels. Just spam them. Oh, we'll really piss off the haters. Got a few comments from the last breaking news update. You took 13 minutes to eBay and yeah, well, let me tell you all something, which it was just one or two people, all right, out of like the, 100 and 200 people that were watching that day. For those that don't know, this whole channel is only brought to you because of the generosity of donators and e-begging, okay? Kind of like public TV, because there's a lot of you that watch for free. It is only because of the generosity of those that donate that this station can continue to bring you these live news broadcasts, can continue to bring you these IRL road trips, can continue to bring you the live court news broadcasts and all these body cam footages that everybody wants. Yes, it costs money, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not. So, big thank you to everybody that supports this channel. That goes out to the one or two haters. Keep watching. But I just wanted to address the one elephant in the room. I think that's what they say. But big thank you to everybody. I appreciate you joining me. We've already let a couple minutes go out. I think everybody is here that's going to catch this update. So let's begin. Big thank you again before I start to all my mods for being here today. Big thank you to all the members of the jury for being here today. Big thank you to all the supporters of this channel, even if it's just watching. A big thank you to you for being here today. And as always, big thank you to those that hate me, love me, and if you're somewhere in between, big thank you to you as well. And cheers. Just drinking some Gatorade, but cheers to those that are having a little Monday night margarita or Monday afternoon margarita time. It's beer 30 somewhere, as they say. All right, there you go. That was it. I just had to piss off those people. Now, it wasn't a 13-minute intro. I think we did 5 minutes, but I think that was enough to get them a little pissed off. All right, you guys. So today, let me give you a quick itinerary of what we got for our breaking news update. You saw in the thumbnail, I've got an update on the elite. Well, what was supposed to be a scheduled court hearing today for Elisa Jordana. And this was in reference to this new case and case number that we had given you a breaking news update last week on, okay? I did give some people an update yesterday, so if you were lucky enough to join me on the IRL stream yesterday afternoon, you already know what this update's about. But for most of you that probably didn't hear or didn't catch the replay, I got you covered. So I'm going to let you know exactly what happened today. As a matter of fact, I already knew yesterday. So for some of us, like I said, it's not breaking news. But for those that were here yesterday, I do have some new news that I didn't go over. I've got some other news and to follow up on Amberhhh. As a matter of fact, it looks like she has submitted a petition to quash the current warrant, which is now the second warrant for her arrest. Remember, there was a first warrant. She was arrested. She was then released. They've now issued a second warrant. She's sent over a petition to quash the first warrant. That was denied, obviously, because she was arrested. She has sent over another petition to quash the current or second warrant that is currently active for her arrest. So I will go over that document. I do have that here with you, and we'll read it together. Also got a little news on her little buddy Skimask Andy. It's been a while. I said wasn't gonna do any updates on that shithead unless it was like court related, and it is court related this time. So stay tuned. We'll make it quick on him. Nothing crazy, but if you're watching Skimask, you may want to get a pen, pencil, and a piece of paper. I'll just leave it at that. All right, you guys, let me just get chat pulled up here so I can see what everybody's up to. And let's get going. All right. Big thank you again to all the members of the jury. I see you guys in chat. Big love to you guys. I see all the hearts going out. Oh, I got some new emojis that are going to be popping up here prior to me leaving on my IRL road trip, which is coming up very soon. Big thank you to everybody that has supported that fundraiser. We hit the fundraiser. As a matter of fact, we hit the $500 dono goal. So again, big, huge thank you to everybody that helped obtain that dono goal. As promised, I will be leaving on an epic IRL road trip. Cat Crazy, thank you so much. Cat Crazy in the house just gifted 5 memberships. Hold on, Cat Crazy. Gavel in hand. Big thank you to Cat Crazy for gifting those 5 memberships. Welcome to the 5 new members of the jury. Members of the jury, you know what to do. Spam them gavels in chat. Cat Crazy, this gavel slam goes out to you. Oh yeah, you know my members of the jury love pissing off the haters. Oh, man. All right, so here we go, because I know we do got to get started eventually. But so let's start with Elisa Jordana. Pretty much easiest way to share that news is let me pull up a little bit of some info I'm going to share with you. Again, this is all public information that you guys can access. And let's go. All right, so I guess easiest way with her is just to go here. Give me just a minute to get this pulled up. All right. And here we go. All right, let me share this screen with you here. Make sure you guys can see what I can see. All right. Perfect. Again, if you are on your phone like this, just turn it over like that. Go to full screen mode, and you should be able to see exactly what we're going to be reading together. Now, remember, as of last week, we only had 2 cases when we looked up Miss Elisa Schwartz's name, okay? The first one was a closed case having to do with the cyber stalking case back in August 7th of last year. That was Elisa Schwartz versus Diana Ortiz. That was closed, as you can see here on the right-hand side, bottom. Now, the current case as of last week, which is the one stemming from the incident that we've all seen the body cam footage, which has to do with the misdemeanor. Again, we said what? Simple battery, I believe, is the charge. Let me just double check that because I hate to get that wrong. Yep, simple battery. Okay. So we're all aware of that. Then it was brought up to y'all's attention in a breaking news update that there was a new case number, right? New, and even a new court date set. And that's for this one I'm highlighting here. That one, again, was having under case type dating violence. And that was filed April 22nd of this year. Okay. And when I gave you that update, as a matter of fact, I'll click on it. We had found out more or less that there was no charges yet charged. And it just looked like there was a court date that had been set for today. As a matter of fact, it was set for, what did we say? 1:30. All right. So if it would have happened today, it would already happened. So let me just get to the update. Easiest way is just to go here under the dockets and documents. Let me just make sure you guys are looking at the same page I am. Perfect. If you have any questions, just give me a minute to finish up here, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. But if you go down here to the very bottom, you will see that this case, one, on that other screen, it was no longer active. But you can see down here that it has been disposed by the judge. Okay, I'm currently highlighting that note. Okay, now it looks like up here that the judge, again, I'm just guessing based on just these notes that we're reading together. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like any public documents have been made available, but I'm sure those will be coming soon. And once those are available, we can read those together. Maybe I'll just post them as a community tab. We don't necessarily have to do a whole live stream for that. But if there's anything important I can share, I'll share it with you guys. But just based on the little notes that I'm reading here, it looks like the no contact order is still in effect. What I think happened, the reason why I think there's no court date today, so there's your update. Court date did not happen today. As a matter of fact, it looks like this was disposed by the judge on the 3rd. So what date was that? That was Friday. So last Friday, looks like this got handled. I have a feeling, let me just go back here so you guys can see me. I have a feeling what happened is this. And we kind of touched on this a bit when I gave you the update when this news had first came out. I have a feeling that either Elisa's attorney or Scoro's, or I think his legal name is Abram, his attorney, one of the two's attorneys contacted this judge, or maybe vice versa. And I believe they already had their discussion without having a court date today. I think today, and that's why we didn't see any charges or anything, I think today was just going to be set for pretty much the judge and Elisa and Scoro and their lawyers to all come together and discuss this matter at hand, okay? The matter being that there was an email, and if you guys want to be reminded, let me show you the email again. There was an email that was submitted probably to the public, I would imagine, or not public defender, to the prosecutor's office, and it was actually filed, okay? So we were assuming that, oh shit, that this was going to be used as evidence. I had a feeling, just based on the fact that it was an email and it was a screenshot of a Discord conversation, that they weren't going to be using that as evidence just because it's a screenshot. We know that that can be edited. Even if we know that that's not the case in the eyes of the legal system, you know, remember what happened with the Gamble court case, okay? That was a court case we followed. All right. They threw out the biggest piece of evidence they had for that case. That's why the public, you know, the prosecutor's office just quashed the case. Okay. Was because the judge didn't allow a text message to be used as evidence. All right. Kind of the same thing here. So what I had a feeling is the judge got wind of everything. Okay. And wanted to just discuss with everybody. Hey, look it, we've got people contacting us, letting us know you guys are contacting each other. I don't know if that's true or not. We've got this screenshot. Again, we can't use this as evidence, but it's here. And I'm sure this judge probably gave them a very stern reminder of what the consequences are if either one of them breaks that no contact order. Again, that's just a guess, okay? I don't know if that's even exactly how it even went down. That's just my personal guess. Once some of these public documents become available, I'll have a better idea as far as why they, just went ahead and disposed that case, and there's no further, hearings or anything from that, okay? Check no correspondence on the open misdemeanor case. All right, let's check that, Patricia. I'm now checking, looking at the chat there, so let's go back here. I think last time you guys wanted me to check, you guys wanted to look at the email. Is that what you're referring to? Oh, that's what I was going to show you. I don't know if there's anything else new, but let me just show you that email. That's what I was going to show you here before we look at what Patricia was maybe referring to. All right, so let's just jump over that email really quick. Oh, it's right here. Duh. All right. So this was the email. Let me just make sure you guys can see. Nope, you can't. There it is. This was the email. No, there's no new correspondence? Okay. I was going to say, I didn't think I saw any, but I've been wrong and you've been right several times. So, all right. This is the email here. So again, we'll scan through this. We had, if you want, to read through this, I had read through this when I gave the update to this case last week. But really quick, I'll scan through this here with you. But pretty much it says, to whom it may concern, please forward this to whoever needs to see it. This is a screenshot of current communication between Elisa Ann Schwartz and the victim in her case, Bahram Alipur. They are communicating on her Discord server, Kermit and Friends. Bahram Alipur is using the screen name Jonesy's Cat, or Johnsy's Cat, however you say it. This is a violation of the no contact order. Thank you for your time. All right. And then they had sent over or attached some screen copies or screenshots of what appears to be some conversations between allegedly Elisa and Zgoro, however you say it, on Elisa's Discord server. Okay. And again, this isn't even allegedly they're saying that Zgoro is using a screen name as Jonesy's Cat. I mean, even if Zgoro was using his own name, public name, remember, anybody can make up any name they want on these servers, on YouTube. We know how it works, okay? So kind of why these type of communications really aren't being upheld as evidence anymore in the legal system, okay? You've got spoofers now where people can even make a text message or a call appear from whatever number they want now. So if I wanted to say, hey, look I got a text message from so-and-so, there's literally apps that you can go on and put the number of whoever you want to be, and it'll come through on that person's phone, just like that person in their contact list, okay? So that's why the legal system isn't allowing these type of communications to be entered in as evidence anymore, because I mean, it's probably going to get to the point where even like video body cam evidence comes from an actual company and the officers themselves. But I'm talking about like surveillance videos, or, hey, I have this video on my phone, officer, that might even become where, now that people can edit videos and this AI shit, okay, where that might become now where these videos aren't even going to be allowed to be used as evidence in the court system anymore. It's getting really, really, really crazy now with all this crazy AI shit, man. It's changing a lot of the stuff in the legal system, that's for sure. Kelly, I ain't going to list it. It's a very easy Google search. Well, we'll tell. There's several of them. They're free. All right. Oh, okay. Let's check it out. So hold on. NJ, check the new correspondence on that case file. Someone wrote to the courts about, oh, you're talking about the other one. The one that's closed. Is that the one you're referring to? Because I haven't been going in there. Let's see. Let me do a little investigation here. And I think instead of correspondence, I believe you're referring to dockets and documents. And let's see. There's 2 pages. Let's see. It looks like there was some status check. That was today. 5/6/20 here. Let me share the tab. So this is on the misdemeanor charge for the simple battery charge that is currently active, okay? That still is being prosecuted, at least to my knowledge. And when we go down here, it looks like we've got a few notes. Okay, I see correspondence. I got you, Patricia. Now, the newest note down here says cancel status check. That was today. Due to set in error. See, so that's like I said, I could have been wrong as to why they canceled it, but let's see here. Let me read this new note. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I got you. All right. So what I think Patricia was actually referring to is this. So let me show you here. So it looks like there's been some new, and I guess I apologize. It was labeled under correspondence, and what I was referring to was what section it was under, which is the documents and docket section. But I guess they're labeling it as correspondence because this is another email from it looks like the same individual, concerned citizen, and it reads, "To whom it may concern," and again, I am sharing this with you, so okay, you guys should be able to see this as well. "To whom it may concern, please add this to the court record for consideration by the judge. The following is a further clear indication of the defendant, Elisa Ann Schwartz, and the victim, Bahram Alipur, bypassing the court order, no contact order. This exchange took place on the defendant's Discord server, Kermit and Friends. The defendant is using the name Elisa, is remaining positive, and the victim is using the name Jonesy's cat. The defendant is clearly violating the spirit of the court's no contact order in an attempt to communicate with the victim." It's a pretty fancy word, the spirit. And this was scanned in today. Let's see. It looks like this email was emailed Friday, May 3rd, and it looks like it was just filed or scanned in today. And again, we've got some further screenshots. It looks like of some more Discord communication. Let me just go back really quick because there was another correspondence. Let me see what that one's about. I think it's the same one, is it? Let's see. Nope, this is a different one. All right, here's another one. This was actually submitted on Thursday. So this came in the day before the last court email I just read you right now. Okay, so here's another email. This is from concerned paying citizen. So this is a paying, not only concerned, but a concerned paying citizen. And this says, "To whom it may concern." And this was, let's see here, filed, again, it was emailed on May 2nd and filed as on today, scanned in today. And it reads, "To whom it may concern, please forward this to whoever needs to see this. This is video evidence that Elisa Schwartz is breaking her own restraining order against Diana Ortiz." Okay, so this is now an email saying she's breaking which again, if some people were not aware, the restraining order against Diana is still active. Okay. There is, and I'm sure this email is probably having to do with the video or clip of, I think it was just last week or just within the last couple of weeks, that I believe Diana was on Elisa's stream. So there's obviously video evidence, and I'm pretty sure this is what this is referring to, of them being together, which is breaking the restraining order. Again, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. Let me just finish reading this email. So please forward this to whoever needs to see this. This is video evidence that Elisa Schwartz is breaking her own restraining order against Diana Ortiz. Case number, yada, yada, yada. She has live streamed with Diana Ortiz multiple times this past on her YouTube channel. There's Miss Elisa Jordana's YouTube. She is even on video laughing about breaking the restraining order. She explains she gets a ton of viewer donations and makes a ton of money by having Diana on. As a taxpayer, this disgusts me. Playing with the court. Video links with proof of violations are, and looks like there's 3 video links here with the timestamps. Last paragraph reads, Elisa Schwartz currently has open case in which she also has violated and currently has court May 6th. She is making a mockery of the judicial system. I agree. Thank you for your time. There you go. So, Patricia, again, thank you for bringing that up to my attention. So, I'm hoping those documents will be available, hopefully by today or tomorrow. That way, again, I can give you guys a better update as to why they canceled today's hearing. But it looks like with this new correspondence and the fact, oh man, it's getting hot here, sorry. The fact that, we've got some new correspondence and it's been filed, I don't know. There may be a new case number, or they may be reopening that case. We'll find out here very soon. I have a feeling. Either way, let's not forget Miss Schwartz still has an active case. Let me share that with you. That way we don't get too confused. So I know this is starting to get a little confusing with all these new case numbers and stuff. Let's see here. Go back to the search results. But don't forget, okay, she still got the misdemeanor simple battery charge. And she's got her court date set. That one I think was in June, right? Yep, June 28th, 9 a.m. May the Schwartz be with you. What up, Roofer? All right, so we've already got the 6th. That was canceled. Next hearing we got is going to be May the 10th. That's going to be this Friday, or next, what? Wait, yeah, we're already Monday. This Friday. That's going to be with Jimmy the Christian. And that's going to be the continuance of his case. Remember, we actually watched the video, the live video from what happened from his last court hearing, which we found out it looks like his attorney wants to continue with the possible plea arrangement. We'll see. I have heard no news of the prosecutor offering any type of plea deal, but maybe that's what they want to talk about at this next court hearing, which again is going to be scheduled for Friday the 10th at 9 a.m. I will do my best to bring you that. Again, I won't be able to bring it to you live, but as soon as it's over and I'm able to record it, then I'll be able to broadcast it to you guys. So assuming that I'm able to do that again like I did this last time, Friday I should be able to bring you that Jimmy the Christian hearing sometime that morning, because it is a morning, 9 a.m. And that is 9 a.m. Eastern time. Then don't forget, we've got EBZ. EBZ's got his court hearing on May the 28th, okay? All right, so let's move on to Amberhhh. Got another document to share with you on this case. So kind of like at the beginning when I was kind of giving you the itinerary of today's court updates, only thing that I'm going to give you an update on this person, and again, if you're wanting to get the whole update on Amberhhh, I did that on Friday. It was the same day that I did the update on Elisa and Jimmy the Christian. So we did 2 breaking news updates that day. In the morning was the one on Amberhhh, and then that afternoon was the one on Elisa's new court date, which was obviously canceled today. That's what we were going over and giving you the update on today. So it appears to get from what's happened since the last update I gave you on Amberhhh, which again, I'm not going to go over, but if you want to check that out, the VOD's still up, is it appears that doesn't appear that she's been arrested. There is still an active second warrant for her arrest. What does appear is this. It appears she filed another petition to have this second warrant quashed, okay? She had filed one originally for the first warrant. That was denied. We obviously know that was denied, not only by, a response from the, I believe it's the prosecutor's office in the state, but we also know that was denied because she was obviously arrested. Then she was released. There was a second warrant, so they revoked her probation. Remember, that's what I went over with you on Friday. I showed that paperwork. So we went over the paperwork that showed they had revoked her probation, and they have filed, or they're not filed, but they have issued out a second warrant for her arrest, okay? So what Amberhhh has done is filed another petition to quash that second warrant. And I'm going to read you what she wrote to them, okay? That is a public document. Again, you can access this. It's going to be a little bit harder because you got to have an account and all that, but it is available to the public. All right, let me just bring that up here for you guys. Give me just 1 second. Oh, I got to log back in. Just give me a minute really quick. All right. here we go. Okay, let me just get this queued up here for you. Let me just get to her case really quick, the correct one, and then I'll queue up the pretty much her letter to the public defender, or to the prosecutor's office. Here it is. Okay, here we go. Hey, hold on. Before I read this, hold on. I just seen Riot Coke. What up, Riot Coke? Hold on. Let me get this posted up here. Let's give a shout out. Riot Coke, member for 10 months. Oh, shit, son. Riot Coke says, murr. I think I said that right. Is that from old Burger Planet, Riot Coke? But I appreciate your continued support, Riot Coke. Definitely a double, triple, quadruple OG. And almost for a whole year, man. I appreciate it. Right, Coke? I'm going to have to give you a half one here because I can't find the other gavel right. Oh, hold on. I see it. You all know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels in chat. Right, Coke? This gavel slam goes out to you, my friend. All right. So here is that email. And again, I appreciate that continued support. And that goes out to all the members of the jury. Much appreciated. All right. So here's what it reads, just in case you can't see it. So this is addressed to the state of Arizona from the defendant, Amberhhh Hall. And this is petition to quash warrant, dismiss petition to revoke. And it reads as follows. I have been in contact with Ms. Castro. I was contacted by Ms. Castro via email. So before I continue, I believe Ms. Castro is her probation officer or somebody in the office that has to do with her probation. I'm guessing. So let me start over again. I have been in contact with Ms. Castro. I was contacted by Ms. Castro via email and phone on March 29th, 2024. I was informed that the hearing scheduled for April 1st, 2024 at 11 a.m. was canceled. She stated if anything changed, she would update me. On the 1st, Ms. Castro requested a warrant to be issued. I have requested on several occasions that the urine sample for March 12, 2024 be retested using the confirmatory method. I am now requesting that both urine samples, 3/12/2024 and April 26, 2024, be retested using the confirmatory testing method. I have not committed any other crimes. I do not pose a risk to myself or the community. A person's drug addiction does not deem a person a threat or danger to the community. That is in a way discrimination. I do still believe residential to be beneficial, whereas prison seems excessive. The warrant is not necessary given my compliance in regards to my check-ins, etc. I am requesting that the petition to revoke be denied as to give time for test results to sent back, as well as I do believe a residential treatment stay would be way more beneficial. Signed, Amberhhh Hall, May 2nd, 2024. And I think we said May 2nd was on Friday. And this looks like they just filed it on the 2nd, so same day. And again, won't get too much into it. You guys can catch that update on my big update that I did on Friday on this case. But remember, we had read another public document that was actually, we'll read it together really quick. Believe this is, we'll read the pretty much the revocation of a probation document here. Give me a second. Here it is, the petition to revoke probation. This tells you a little bit, without me getting too much in details, as to what was going on. She had actually failed the second drug test. In addition to the second drug test being failed, she was to turn herself in by a certain date. Looks like she's supposed to be serving, I think we said, 30 days of jail time. And so she didn't turn herself in. She failed 2 drug tests, and that is why they revoked her probation and requested a second warrant for her arrest to be issued. So here's the request, okay? Let me see if you guys can see this. All right, cool. We'll read this together really quick. So this is the state of Arizona, plaintiff versus Amberhhh Hall, the defendant. This is a request or a petition to revoke probation, request for warrant. The above named defendant was formerly a judge guilty of the crime on count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia involving meth, a class 6 felony, a non-dangerous and non-repetitive offense, and was placed on supervised probation by this court's judgment and order dated this 25th day of January 2023. The period of probation being 24 months from said date. So if you guys remember, all this stems from the arrest, and this was on a body cam footage that was put out. Most of you saw this, but she was arrested for 2 counts. Originally, it was possession of meth and possession of drug paraphernalia. As part of a plea agreement, they dismissed the possession of meth, and then she had to plead guilty to the possession of drug paraphernalia, which was still a felony because it's a class 6 felony. And so they gave her probation. They gave her 24 months or 2-year probation. Then, according to everything else going on, she broke said probation, why they revoked the probation, why they want her to turn herself in, and why they've issued out the second warrant. Let me continue reading. I'm sorry. Upon information and belief, the defendant has violated conditions and or regulations of probation as follows. Condition number 6. The defendant on or about March 22nd, 2024, failed to abide by and comply with the written directive given by the APD to enforce compliance with the conditions of probation, specifically to self-surrender at the Yuma County Detention Facility for a period of 30 days, without credit for time served, 2-for-1 credit or eligibility for work furlough, but with eligibility for early release into treatment once a treatment plan was established and approved by the Adult Probation Department. That was the first condition. Condition number 12, A, the defendant on or about March 12, 2024, tested positive for methamphetamine. I just say meth because I can't pronounce that right. Condition number 12B, the defendant on or about April 26th of 2024 tested positive for methamphetamine. The undersigned recommends the issuance of a warrant and opposes subsequent release of the defendant for the following reasons. All right. So again, we won't get too much into that. I gave I would say, a pretty good update on everything that was going on in a nutshell on Friday, if you want to catch that live stream again. But I did want to share this new bit of public document that was entered in as far as in her case, which appears to be a petition on her behalf as to why they should not revoke her probation and why they shouldn't issue out, or I guess because they've already issued out, why they should I forgot, I had a brain fart. There's a word for when they recall. Why they should recall the warrant. All right, so that takes care of our news on Amberhhh. Let's finish off with Mr. Skimask Andy. All right. Last but not forgotten. Well, we want to, but so nothing really crazy on Skimask. Easiest way is just to show you a really quick document. Again, this is from the oscn.net website. We're all pretty familiar with that. We was probably one of our most go-to sources for finding out, all the case information regarding Skimask Andy and all his shenanigans in the state of Oklahoma. But when we go to that, let me share this tab here. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. There we go. And easiest way to put this is actually in reference to 4 cases, okay? these are pretty much 4 cases, and I'm not going to get into what charges they were, but these are 4 cases that he has, one, failed, most importantly, failed to pay any of the court costs and fines that he owes money on. Remember, he's already been put on multiple payment plans to make I think he's already been put on a second payment plan as a second attempt to try to pay back. I think we've estimated over $8,000 plus in court fines and costs. And I don't even think that includes his new case, okay? The one he just, went through all the jail shit in time for, that we just finished following and closing up all that crap on. So here's something that just happened, okay? It's been pretty quiet on his end. Now, don't forget, this guy still has, unbeknownst to what he says, he still has open warrants in Nevada, open warrants in the state of New Jersey, supposedly an open warrant in the state of California, and believe it or not, he still has open warrants. As a matter of fact, he has one, and they're about to issue out a second one pretty soon, but he has an open warrant for failure to pay and failure to appear for his court cost hearing, okay? As a matter of fact, they issued this out on October 3rd of 2023. That was the last note. As a matter of fact, he was supposed to show up on September 29th, and I think that was, let's see, they issued out the warrant on October 3rd of 2023. And there it is. FTA warrant, failure to appear warrant, issued only on, and there's the case number, okay? Now, here's what's happened, okay? These 4 cases down here that I've highlighted, those are all cases having to do with amounts of money he owes, okay? Here's what they did. If you look at this note that's dated April 15th, now this is just on one case. I'm not going to go through all 4 of them. I'll tell you what they did, but just to show you an example, look at down here on the right-hand side. You see it, it's in green. Anything in green means they added money to his court cost and fines, okay? So on just this one case, they've added what's called adjusting entry of administrative cost for sheriff's warrant collections vendor. A lot of words I'm not familiar with. Pretty much kind of sounds like something having to do with the cost of serving a warrant. I don't know. I'm not going to make any guess or make any allegations, okay? All I can see is whatever has happened is they've added $481 in addition to the money he already owes, okay? Now, that's just in this one case, all right? So Skimask, this is where I said it, Skimask, if you're watching, you might want to get your pencil and paper, okay? All right. Let me show you here. Skimask, in addition to the $481 he owes on that one case, they've just, and this is the same type of adjustment they did for like some type of warrant issued or serving or something. On one of his other cases, they've added $208. On another case, they added $223. And on another case, they added $360. So add $208, $481, $223, and $360. I'm just, my math's not the best, but let me just do this in my head really quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About $1,200 pretty much Skimask has been added as far as new court costs as of April. So Skimask, if you're watching, which you probably don't give a shit, because you're never going to pay any of these, but they're going to get them. They're going to get you back somehow. Trust me, they will. Oh, and don't forget, in addition to all this shenanigans, we also show this on video. I think it might even be a clip I might have showed, so it might even be available to watch. But he was just recently served with a lot of paperwork having to do with his child support that he's not made any payments on, and pretty much telling him how much back pay he owes and how much they're going to be pretty much yanking from him every week, which just is going to keep adding to his back pay, which, if some of you are familiar with how child support works, yeah, you may not pay it. You can be a scumbag, but they have ways of getting back at those scumbags. Won't get too much into it, but one of them is they can take your license. They can start taking money out of accounts or closing accounts, even if you don't work. We know he's got accounts, right? That's how he gets his donations. So Figure it out, little bruises. Hey, saved Alaska. Hey, I got you on that one. Saved Alaska. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat that reads. Please stop calling him Jimmy the Christian. It's Jimmy the Pedo. Oh, yes, Jimmy the 21 count pedo, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I agree. You know what? We'll just call him by his real name. It gets me kind of confused because he's got one of those long names. It's James Leonard Ward Nichols. There we go. Hey, spam him if you got him. Hold on. Let me just get this gavel head really quick. Mr. Alaska. This gavel slam goes out to you, Saved Alaska. I appreciate that $5 super chat. So that is my short and brief update as far as Skimask Andy. Again, nothing too important or breaking news. Just more money the scumbag owes, but we know that good luck on getting that from him. But either way, still is going to matter, especially if he decides to change his life one of these days. In addition to just getting through all the court shit, you got a lot of money you're going to owe people. But hey, better to start now than never. All right, y'all. We got updates on Elisa Jordana's not happening court date today. We get you an update. And again, Patricia, thank you for updating me on some of the new documents that came out today that I didn't catch. Shared those with everybody today. Gave you an update on what was going on with Amberhhh and her new petition to quash the current active warrant out for her arrest and the current revocation of her probation. And then we went over and learned some new information about Skimask Andy owing some additional money now to the state of Oklahoma, more specifically the court, the county of Tulsa. So, yeah, unfortunately, nothing too positive or great. Well, I do have some positive news. I lied. Going to be heading out here very soon to this epic IRL road trip. So again, big thank you to everybody that helped with that fundraiser. I'll be, as soon as we get close to the takeoff date, I will let you guys know kind of my itinerary for the trip. Kind of keeping a little bit of secret. That way it's more of a surprise for everybody, but still give you kind of an itinerary. We've got buttons that are going to be going out here pretty soon before I leave. I'm going to get my first shipment out. So Super Roofer, Mods, you guys will be some of the first ones getting some of the, I didn't put it on, some of the NJCourt fundraiser buttons that we're doing for a good cause. All the proceeds from that are not going to go to my pocket. Those are going to be going to a second, well, actually third. This will be our third nonprofit we'll be voting on. And whichever one we vote on will be where those proceeds or donation will go to. Trying to do some good stuff for the world, all right? So that's going to be the new NJCourt TV buttons that I've been kind of showing off. I'll probably do like a fundraiser day for those. So, or if you know how to get a hold of me through email or Instagram, we'll figure out a way. Like I said, there's multiple ways you can send the cash for those through Venmo, PayPal. And as of right now, we're also using Cashapp. Okay. And $3 per button. That covers the shipping, the button, and it leaves a $1 profit, which goes to, our proceeds for a good cause. All right. So I'll probably do a day before I leave to see if anybody else wants some of those, but I will be shipping out the first of those here before I do leave. Hold on. I missed something flashing through. Cat Crazy says, oh, wait. Yes. Well, Cat Crazy does have something to say. Can't wait for the trip. XO, have fun, XO. Cat Crazy, XO back at you, and thank you for your continued support. Cat Crazy has been a member for 13 months, which you have been a lifetime member, Cat Crazy. And I appreciate your continued support. Many jury members owe you. Thank you for being members of the jury, Cat Crazy. And again, big thank you for everything you've done for this channel. Hold on. We're going to give you a full gavel slam. Ain't no half gavel slams going out here. This gavel slam goes out to you, my friend, and you know what to do in chat. Spam them if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. Darlene Valenzuela hitting us up with another $5 super chat that says thank you. Darlene, thank you so much for everything you've done and your continued support, my friend. Hold on, let me go catch that, or not catch. Let me go. Oh, hey, didn't even have to leave the couch. You know what to do in chat. Spam them gavels if you got them. Darlene, this gavel slam goes out to you. Again, I appreciate your continued support. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. Getting loud here in the courthouse. You guys are awesome. And again, for all the haters that sit there and whine and cry, why do you gotta do all these shout outs and it takes you 10 minutes to deliver the first bit of news? One, you don't even have to watch. Two, I leave a fast forward button and a rewind. Well, not fast forward, but you can let it go by and then rewind. All sorts of options where you don't have to sit there and even watch, okay? But if you must know, the only way that this news comes to you haters is because of nice, generous people, as all these nice, generous people we've so kindly have shouted out today. And I will always continue to shout out all the donators and members of the jury and all my friends, all right? Unbeknownst to that, just one, and I'm just speaking to one. You know who you are, person. Love you guys, man. But in all jokes, again, I thank you guys for all your time today. Thank you for spending your Monday afternoon with NJCourts TV. I have been your host, NJCourts. This has been your breaking news. Again, breaking news announcement. All right. When's the next time I shall see you guys? Well, let's see. We've got one road trip coming up, so definitely then. I think tonight is when I'm going to put out a trivia question for my members of the jury, so keep your eyes out. That'll be on the members only tab. That is going to be for the 4 buttons that Roofer was so kind to purchase and donate. So he said I can pick. I said, well, you know what? To make it fair, I'm going to put a trivia question. I'll put it out for the members only because I feel if anybody should have a chance at getting a free button, it should be them. Kind of one of the perks of being a member. So you will have the opportunity, 4 of you members, to get a button, okay? Now, of course, if you want to donate and get more buttons because you want to do some good, you're always more than welcome to. But at least 4 members of the jury will be receiving a button from this first shipment that I send out, all right? So look out for that trivia question. That'll be going out this evening. And then see you when I do the road trip coming up. But before that, if there's any breaking news, I'll break it. We may have Jimmy the Pedo. I got you, Mr. Alaska. It's court hearing that I may be able to broadcast again for you coming up this Friday. As a matter of fact, that'll be Friday at 9 a.m. So probably be like a mid-morning broadcast. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up here this week, all right? It's going to be an exciting rest of the month, exciting rest of the summer, ladies and gentlemen. The plants. Thank you for asking. I actually was a little windy today, so I brought some of the bigger ones in. Let me show you. I'll give you a little update. Now, I may have already posted some updates on my Instagram and some of the community posts. So my actual biggest plant, and I'm pretty damn sure it is a female. I'm like 99.9999% sure it is a female. That one I have now permanently planted in its permanent home, and it is doing really good. That one's outside, so that one I can't show you. I did post a picture of it. But the second most tallest plant, I guess, or more maturest plant, you could say, that one I still haven't transplanted. That one I'm probably going to transplant tonight or tomorrow morning. Let me show you how that one's doing, all right? I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. You guys ready? All right, here we go. I'm so proud of these. Now, if you've been following this journey of mine, you've seen where we started, okay? So don't forget, little tiny little sesame seeds, all right? That many were like, oh, NJ, you're never going to get them to even germinate. Well, not only have they germinated, but they are looking good. Here's one of them. Look at, even Dobby smells them. What up, Dobbs? Here's another one. This one, the reason this one looks so big is there's two of them. I don't know if you can see the two stems. I'm hoping they're both going to be females, so that way I can plant this just together as one and just let it grow. I know it's better to break them up, but just because I'm kind of worried to do that at this point, I'd rather just plant this as one whole one and let both grow. Now, assuming one's a female and one's a male, well, sorry, guy, I'm going to just snip the male and let the female grow. But I think that one that I'm letting grow, the one that I've potted and planted, it's looking good. I mean, I can see like buds now, so it's got to be a female. So they smell, man. You could smell it now. So yeah. Yep, but they're doing all right. Thank you for asking. They're about the 4th node. I don't know if you can see. So I should be able on this one to start telling, I think, if it's a male or female. Because on the other one, the one that I'm pretty sure is a female, that one by the 4th node, I could start seeing what I saw was supposed to be like what a female would have. And then now that it's growing, like, I swear, it's like little mini buds, and I don't see any of the little sacs, I'm pretty sure it's a female. Males get buds too. Oh, Sicilian, don't tell me that. Fuck. Well, we'll see here pretty soon. I'm pretty sure it's a female, though. But I hope it's not, because that one's growing solid, man. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I got a total of like 16 of these bad boys. They're all at different stages, from like the one that I call, my most maturest, to some that are like still like a little like, watch, let me show you. Hold on. I got some that are just like this, still like a little seedling, right? Needs to get a bit bigger to sex. Like I said, it is my first time growing. We're doing an outdoor grow, so I'm learning as we go. But it's been fun. Even just gardening and seeing these bad boys grow from little seeds has been fun. But yeah, so I would say this is my second maturest. I've got like about 3 or 4 that are all about this size, Then I've got a bunch that are all about this size right here. So I've got to at least have one female out of 16, right? You'd hope. All right, you guys. Well, again, I want to say a big thank you for joining me on this Monday afternoon. I hope you guys had an informative one. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, could you do me a big favor and slam that thumbs up button on the way out? I'd really appreciate it. Want to say a big thank you to all the donators today. I much appreciate all and everybody's support. Thank you again for everybody for joining today. Again, whether you chat, watch, hate, don't do shit except for listen. I appreciate everybody. I mean that. We're going to call it an official broadcast. All right. So next time I shall see you, we'll be here very soon. Again, members of the jury, keep an eye out for those trivia questions so we can give away 4 buttons tonight. And next time I'll see you will be sometime this week. I'll just leave it at that. All right. All right, you guys, remember, keep your head on a swivel. Check that 6 every once in a while. Most importantly, take some time to love somebody, all right? All right, NJCourts is officially out! See how good I've been working on my lung capacity, man. My lungs feel bigger, all right? I've been able to carry that. Oh, here comes Rio. Hold on. Rio, you ready? Oh! There we go. Got him. See you guys. Take care. All right. Have a good one. Peace.